It is Houston Alexander. I'm just going to say the ageless wonder at this point, man. It's just a number. It doesn't even matter anymore. Getting ready for another main event. It is BKFC 43. It's this Friday in Omaha.
Yes, sir.
Listen, another big fight in your hometown, man. Give me the feeling just a few days out from it.
No pressure. But you know what? It's great to bring another quality organization to the area and giving the fighters under me or that's been around, giving them an opportunity, man, to be seen. So I think that's what I'm feeling right now. That is great to have another organization in our area to help our fighters out.
That's so awesome to look at it that way. I know how much you love fighting in Omaha, but I do wonder, man.
Hell
I know
yeah.
your schedule. I know it's nuts, all that comes along with it, the responsibility of it, the interviews, the added media. I mean, is it challenging when this whole – because I feel like the event is kind of built around you, right? I mean,
I guess bare knuckles trying to do that, huh? Well,
Yeah.
you know what, hey man, you know what I found out the best remedy to fighting in your hometown?
What's
Learn
that?
to say no. Learn to say no. Fellas, ladies, you're fighting in your hometown. Learn to say no.
Hey, listen, that's actually veteran advice, though. It's hard to get there, right? Because in the beginning, you feel like, I got to do everything. I got to promote. I got to do this.
That's how you end up losing because you're concentrating on too much crap. Guess what? Learn to say no, and take care before you even fight in your hometown. Make sure you take care of the people way in advance because you want to be in cruise the week of your fight.
Yeah. Boy, that's great. And you're one of the busiest guys I've ever met in my life. You got so many things going on. So for you to even say there's a limit, that means something out there.
Hey, man, but you know what? I stay busy just so I don't go crazy. If that makes sense, I try to stay busy, not to go crazy. Excuse me.
I can respect that. All right, let's talk about this BKFC run, right? Because 3-0 in BKFC, 3 knockouts. Now, I think it's important to say this is not some novelty act, right? It's not just you. Hey, we got this old guy getting in there. Can you believe he's still fighting? I mean,
yeah.
This is a real run. Did you, when you signed up for BKFC, when you wanted to give this a shot, did you anticipate having a run like this and kind of extending it as long as you have?
Hell yeah, you do. You know why? Because this is my type of fighting. And this is really going to separate the pros from the cons. You feel what I'm saying? You did hear what I just said to you, big dog? The pros and the cons, because man, you got to learn how to use these. And if you haven't learned how to use these during your time in MMA, boxing, whomever, then this sport will expose you. Because you got to have great technique. You got to make sure sometimes it's luck because a lot of people are throwing bombs, but you got to be prepared for this, man, because it's fast, it's fast and furious. And again, you got to have the skills, man, and you got to be able to use these. So if you have none of those, you're going to lose.
And I know you love the sport, and I feel like the organization, I mean, you've really seen this thing kind of kick into a next level. I mean, this huge pay-per-view event that just unfolded. I mean, I guess how excited are you to see the growth of this organization because you've been a part of it in this era?
And that's cool, man. It's always great to be a part of something. To not be the follower, but be the leader. And I think bare knuckle has taken, the old timey bare knuckle, the image, and they've modernized it to gladiator status, man. And that's really cool to see, man. So shouts out to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for being a contender in the world of combat sports.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of contenders, that's exactly what we got here. I said it's no novelty act. Jeremy Smith, the opponent you're facing, 3-0 in 2022. He had a great year. This is number 2 versus number 3 in the division. I mean, this is as good as it gets. So talk to me about this matchup and what you think of your opponent.
You know what's weird? Because I don't pay any attention to anything. I didn't even know I was number 2 in my division. I'm like, okay, let's just fight. I didn't know that until people kept saying it. But that's actually gonna be a pretty good matchup. The guy, obviously he's younger and he's a very powerful guy. And anyone that gets in the ring deserves to be there. So, but I think the Friday night, I think Jeremy's going to find out I deserve to be there too. Messed up finger and all.
It is live on the BKFC app, right? The pay-per-view was a couple weeks ago. This is included in the subscription.
Yes, sir.
A win here, Houston. I mean, are we calling out Lorenzo Hunt? Are we calling for title fights? I mean, you'd earn it. It'd be hard to argue against you in that position.
You know what? I think that the days of calling people out, that I think that gets lame after a while. You know what happens? You know what? You know how, and the best way to put yourself in position is to keep winning. You keep winning. There's no way anyone can deny you anything. You cannot be denied a promise. You can you just keep winning, and but let the cards fall where they may.
So true, right? I mean, it is, marketing yourself is, a thing, I guess, in combat sports. But if you win, it markets for you, right? I mean, some of the undefeated guys,
I don't have to
lose.
I don't have to do all the crazy antics that a lot of fighters do. And but matter of fact, all I have to do is just speak, know how to pronunciate a sentence, a word. I think half the people don't know how to talk. So I think just keep winning, and man, all that solves everything, man. Shouts out to Bernard Hopkins, man. He got up in age and was winning. To George Foreman, got up in age and was winning. So guess what? This is going to be Houston Alexander getting up in age and winning.
That's amazing. Have you put an end date on it yet? I mean, obviously you're in great shape. You're winning fights. I mean, you're number 2 in the division. There doesn't need to be an end date, but do you have an end date in mind?
But hey, Father Time is undefeated. I think Father Time one day is going to tap me on the shoulder. But right now, I got pretty good speed. So I'm running from Father Time right now, brother. So he hasn't tapped me yet. But you know what? Being realistic about things, if it just happens to where I'm slowing down or I don't enjoy what I'm doing anymore, that's when you quit. But right now, man, I'm having fun. I'm having big fun doing what I love to do, which is beat people's asses. And on top of that, I get to talk to people like yourself, and you get to still showcase abilities that you think you and this is the best way to describe it. Abilities that you think you just you didn't lay on the table, but that you can continue to have. I don't want to be that guy that said to say, "Oh man, I left some gas in the tank. I left some gas in the tank. I want to leave on a full tank of gas. I want to be mind, body, and soul in the ring, and I want to leave on a full tank." If that makes any sense to everybody out there.
100%, man. Well, you have done it, man. Like I said, when you first came to BKFC, I said, well, I hope Houston's going to be okay there. Now I don't think that at all.
Really?
Now,
really?
I'm like, look at this guy, man. He's a contender. He's going to be fighting for titles. He's going to be collecting Social Security and still fighting over here, man.
I need it all. I need all that moolah. I need all that moolah.
I love it, man. Well, I'm excited to see you compete once again on Friday night in Omaha. Houston, what do we see here? I mean, we've seen nothing but just knockouts so far.
Man, he knocks people out. I need to knock people out. Somebody about to get knocked the fuck out.
Can't say it any better than that.
Can't say any better than that, brother.
I know you're a busy man, so thank you for not saying no to me, and we look forward to watching you on BKFC 43 this Friday night.
Well, I got to give a shout out to Curly Alexander. I got to give a shout out to Joe Butler, to Mixed Gym for helping me with my boxing, and also to all the family, friends, and all the people that have been supporting me all these years, and of course to all the sponsors. Rotella, you got the Omaha West Omaha Cryo. You got the Rib Shack. You got all those different people, man, that's been supporting me these few couple of rounds. So let's go one more round, fellas.
I love it. That's how professional handles business right there. Houston Alexander, we'll look forward to seeing you this Friday.
All right, but I appreciate you.